This whole like northern section of the Big Island has surprised me a lot. We originally weren't going to do this, but then the concierge at the hotel said, hey, if you're going to Volcanoes National Park, instead of cutting through the Saddleback Road in the middle of the island, you should go around the outside of the island and see all these waterfalls and stuff. It's paid off. Obviously, we've been able to see a lot of cool beaches, drive on the four-wheel drive roads and stuff, and seeing what, four waterfalls. Definitely, if you're going to Hawaii Volcanos National Park, take the time to go on the northern outside the island over from Kona to Hilo instead of cutting across the middle. Max out!
Go to the right, go to the right. I like to hear the sounds of what the tires make. It's like, I hope the water doesn't splash on you.
No.
Better not, dang.
It's fine, but I have everything else.
Okay. Oh, okay. The ocean was getting me last night.
Oh, yeah.
The ocean said, here you go. You want to get in here? You got it.
Alright. Well, we made it down to the Wapeo Valley, which is like one of the most scenic spots here in the Big Island. So I'm gonna get behind the tree here so you guys can hear me better. We drove our rental car Tahoe, which does have four-wheel drive, so we were allowed to drive it down this access road. We were able to make it down here. Most of the other vehicles that were down here, as I'm looking around, we see a few Jeeps, a Jeep Gladiator, a Tacoma here, and a four-wheel drive F-150. That Tahoe made it perfect, worth the $20 extra a day. Otherwise, you would have to hike down the trail, which is super steep, and then hike back up to this beach. And then there's a waterfall that we saw on the other side as well. So you can drive to the waterfall, see it. I think the hiking trail to the waterfall is closed right now. But apparently we didn't know you could actually drive to the beach. Yeah, we just kind of followed this Tacoma that was in front of us, and he was just driving along the road, and we ended up at the beach. So now we're gonna, just check out this beach. This is a black sand beach, and it is actually quite amazing. The view here is insane. And because this beach is so secluded, it's really just our group. I see another couple down there, another group down there. There's probably less than 5 or 6 cars down here. So yeah, it's probably less than 10 people down here total. I'm voting this the best beach that I've come to yet so far. It's just perfect combination of a lot of things. Great scenery, no people, remote, kind of hard to get to, and black sand beach. All right, we drove about, 30 minutes down the road from Wapeo. There's 2 waterfalls over here. There's Kaka Falls and then Hapuna Falls. So it's a $5 entrance fee per person, and then also a $10 parking fee if you want to park in the little small lot right here. Otherwise, you can just park up the road and it's free. But yeah, it's like a little circular path that is like 45 minutes round trip, I guess. I believe so. It's like 0.4 miles. All right, let's go check out these waterfalls.
Stuff all on the lens. This is a Kaka Falls, and it's supposed to be twice the height of Niagara Falls, which is kind of crazy because it doesn't look very tall.
Actually, I mean, it looks pretty tall actually if you look
really?
down.
No, I can see the bottom.
The bottom's all the way down there, and then like this is up there. It's definitely, definitely is higher. For sure, you can tell. Hey, Melissa.
It's like humid too. Oh, it feels like. Oh, and it smells. Oh, does it? It smells fiery.
Where are we at?
We are at the steam vents in Volcanoes National Park. This is our first stop beyond the visitor center. It's kind of cool out here, weather-wise. The steam vent is warm, hot. Do the facial. In the sauna. Yeah. Come over here. Get over here.
So apparently spending all day driving here and arriving late to Volcano National Park is actually a good thing. So we downloaded the Shaka guide and then the Hawaii Volcano National Park like audio guide basically, and this is the first stop. So actually quite a few people here.
So the volcanic eruption of 2018 caused this crater to collapse. So it used to be more flat and now it's like a cone, an upside down cone. Well, not an upside down, just a cone. So it looks a lot different than it did
3 years ago.
Yeah.
So now you can see this used to be flat. Now you can see behind this little bush right here, the crater just went down, and 1 billion cubic yards of material, magma, I guess, it erupted and went out that way, and so the loss of pressure caused this whole area to collapse down. Yeah, I'm sure we'll find out more information as we go, but July 2018 is when that big eruption started, and then it continued flowing for a few months, I think. We arrived at the lava tubes section of the park here. This is apparently one of the highlights of the park, and you can actually have this really nice overlook view and then hike down to the lava tubes and then go through a 600-foot old lava tube. And you could also continue hiking down to the bottom of the crater. So it takes about an hour round trip, so I'm not sure if we're gonna do that one. All right, guys, so you end up at this like exit kind of thing. You end up in another parking lot, but then apparently you go across the street over there, which is the entrance, continuing the trail on that side. Yeah, you end up over here. This is the lava tube section. You actually go through, I didn't realize this, you go through underground into the lava tube. And apparently Melissa was reading the sign, and it said when it was formed, it took over a year for it to cool down. So yeah, this is the lava tube entrance right here, and then you descend down right there. Alright, so now we're entering this lava tube. It's pretty well lit up in here, but it's still kind of crazy. So this is where all the lava flowed. Alright, so the decision has been made, I think it has been made,
Yeah.
to do the trail down to the floor of the crater. So it's 1.2 miles one way. Obviously, it's about an hour or so round trip. Made it down to the bottom, about 12 minutes, actually right on time here, very, very quick. Wow, this is a completely different landscape over here. So this is all lava down here that we're standing on and walking. The rest of the group should be coming here shortly, but I think I'm gonna get up there and see if we can take a photo over there, because you can literally walk across this crater. So this used to be like a lava lake. Apparently when this was shooting, it went up like 1,000 feet in the air. Pretty insane. This crater thing is pretty cool. Definitely worth the 15-minute down. We'll see how long it's gonna take coming up. What do you think, Melissa? How long do you think it's gonna come?
Maybe 20, I think.
We might be 25 minutes up, hopefully.
No, I'm the same amount of time down as I am up.
So 15, 20 minutes? All right, that was a hustle. 12 minutes down, 12 minutes up. Definitely pushed it. That was good. Good workout. 12, 13. Yeah, push that.
Yeah.
12, you're 13. Now we're on the Ring of Craters Road, which is, as the name implies, a ring of craters along this road that we've been just stopping by and checking out. So there's like eruptions in like 1960s and 70s that basically cover this whole area. We made it all the way down to the end of the Chain of Craters Road, and the drive down here, the views are amazing. We had to kind of rush because we were short on time and daylight, but I mean, just look at the background right here. So that is all lava. So this is the volcano back here, and this is the end of the road right here that we're walking to, and there's a sea arch that we're gonna go see. And then right here is next to the ocean. Just a few years ago, you could see the lava flowing down, but now obviously the lava is not flowing. Unfortunately, you can't see it right now, but we're gonna go see the sea arch that was formed because it was a lava tube that got eroded away from the seawater or the ocean. I already know this is probably one of the top national parks that we've been to, and we've been to a number of them. We wish we had a little bit more time, but it is what it is. Back behind me is where the lava used to flow back there, and unfortunately right now it's all closed off because apparently the lava flowed over the road, covered the road up, and the National Park Service said we're just not going to bother and let it just be. A few years ago you could take boat trips out here and see the lava flow at night. Unfortunately you can't, but maybe in a few years or in a few months it'll erupt again and you can see lava again, so we'll be back. What do you think of Volcanoes National Park?
It was really cool. I'm glad we came here. It's just one of the most unique national parks we've ever been to. It's the only national park that constantly changes every 10 years. And for some reason, there aren't a lot of people here today. So we kind of had it mostly to ourselves, which has been cool. Unfortunately, we made it to the sea arch right before sunset. So it was dark, so you could barely see the sea arch because it wasn't backlit, but you could still see it. It's just one of those things that is constantly changing due to erosion. So the next time we come back here, it might not be an arch anymore. It could just be like a column in the ocean.
One highly recommended thing to get if you're here in Hawaii Volcanos National Park is to download the Shaka guide, the Shaka driving guide, and get the Hawaii National Park driving guide. It's $14.99, but it's well worth it. Lots of helpful tips. I think it definitely added a lot to our experience here because you learn about the history, you learn about the environment, learn about all the different lava flows and things like that. If we were just driving through by ourselves, it wouldn't have been as meaningful.
So that concludes our tour of Volcanoes National Park. We did the speed version, but I feel like we got to see everything we wanted to see. And yeah, that's it. That's a wrap for today.